Monday, December 10th, 5 a.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Guys, back last week, a gentleman by the name of George noticed something high above his community. Looked like a rectangle in the sky, or at least the outline of a rectangle. And in the front and the top and on the back, you can see what looks like a vertical thin strip. Maybe it was an antenna, a curved one in the front. Nearly a perfect rectangle in the sky. He sent that picture and this picture here. Odd, very odd. Never seen a rectangle like that. We've seen hole punch clouds that are round, but never a perfect rectangle. Well, oddly enough, in the same week, last week, Brandon from South Carolina sends me in this video. And he noticed something off in the distance near the sun. There's actually two things here, not just one. There's two. And I'll show you what they both are close up here in just a second. As he's driving down the road, he did an excellent job making this video that he shared with us. Again, this is Brandon from South Carolina. Look at this object. It's a rectangle-shaped object up near the sun, or in the proximity of the sun. It's far enough away where he could see it while he's driving down the highway at a pretty good distance away. And there's also something right up here I'll share with you guys here in just a minute. And it too is also a rectangle shape. A little harder to see, but it's definitely there. Look at that. Just sitting there. And when we stop it, let me try to stop it here real quick. I do some close-ups here, but in this image right there, you can see there's something on the top, thin, like we saw in George's picture, a thin like wire antenna like thing on the front of it. And that's what we've got going on here, pretty much. I mean, it's close. There's the other object right up there. See it? Right above this one. Right there. Can't miss it. Right up here. There's a secondary object. There it is. Right there. So we're going to take a close look at both of them. We're going to compare them to the pictures that George sent in, and they're a pretty close match. There's the second one right there. In fact, I zoom in here on it. Switch the filter to a negative format. There it is. And it, too, appears to be rectangle shape. There it is in, that's a different type of a format there. That's negative. The other one was X-ray. Looks like some sort of a rectangle. That looks like a rectangle with maybe an antenna on it. It's difficult to tell. It's hard to assess when these things are so far away and high up in the sky. But I do take some still images and compare it to the photographs that George sent of the hole punch, and they kind of match. They do have similarities. Okay, here's X-ray filter. And I've basically flipped light to dark, and then of course dark to light. And you can see this thing has features. Don't know what they mean, but there it is. That's a pretty good look at something in the sky in the proximity of the sun. He said it stayed there for the better part of 15 minutes. He sent in this 3 or 4 minute video. I'm showing you some stills right now. This is in negative format. Don't have quite the clarity, but it's a little bit different view. But you can still see these features on the bottom, I guess, the right-hand side. Don't really see the antenna in this one, but you can see it's got a definite shape. And it's definitely something different than the rest of the clouds in the sky because it's a totally different color and a different format. So there's definitely something there. This is the heat wave filter, and it just really amplifies the light that it's putting off. So there's another good look at this structure, whatever it was, high in the sky above South Carolina last week. There's another good look at it again. You couldn't miss it. Just sitting there, just parked. And he's driving down the highway. He did a really good job keeping the video steady. Almost looks there like it's got some green to it. And that's the original format. I didn't do anything to that except slow it down and zoom in. And you can see it's kind of got a greenish outline to it. I don't know. Never seen anything quite like that, guys. That's a first for me. And you can see right there, let me stop it. Got something off the front that reminds me of the picture that George sent in. See this thing off the front? So this is a hole in the clouds that's shaped like a rectangle. This is a rectangle in the sky that almost looks like it could fit in the hole that George saw in the same week. Here we go. Here's George's picture, just for comparison's sake. I mean, they do have some similarities. Not perfect, but close enough. I mean, for as far away as it is, it does look quite a bit like the picture that George sent in. And again, this thing was parked in the sky in the proximity of the sun for the better part of 15 minutes. Didn't change shape. Just kind of sat there. So great observation from Brandon out in South Carolina, Brandon P. I want to say near the Greenville area. I think they got some snow there today. Not sure how much. I know they got a lot of snow in North Carolina and up in Virginia, 20 and 30 inches in some cases from what I understand. But here's some final looks at this object, guys. Don't know what it is. This isn't a hole punch. This is the opposite of a hole punch. We've got a physical object here in the sky that kind of favors what George saw over here last week as well. So first for me, I've never seen anything quite like that. And in the same week, I was quite surprised. So wanted to show you this in multiple filters, do some comparisons, show the similarities. They are close. This one looks to be, of course, it's closer than this one, but oh, here's the secondary one here, and you can see it also is a rectangle shape. And that one was closer to the sun, and it looks like a physical object. It's reflecting light. Otherwise, it wouldn't even show up in that filter. So, two objects near the sun, South Carolina, less than a week ago. So, good observation, guys. Appreciate the pictures, George, and the video from Brandon. Good job, guys. Also, before I wrap this up, I wanted to show you guys some really cool. These were sent to the Facebook page. You can check them out at the Facebook page. They were posted there. There's a video of some smoke rings coming out of Mount Etna over in Italy. Mount Etna is an active volcano. I believe it's near Sicily. And you can see two smoke rings. I get a little closer right there. Look at that. And they were hanging in the sky for a few minutes, maybe longer. The video's at the Facebook page if you want to check it out. It was shared with us a couple of days ago. I left it on the visitor post, so be sure and check it out. But that's over in Italy, Mount Etna, putting up smoke rings in the sky. Here is a video of, or not a video, I'm sorry, a picture of a triangle yet again. And that one is crystal clear. Here's the original. See it right there? And this one here, I just adjusted the color a little bit to try to pull it forward some. But this was sent in a couple of days ago, I think. It's from, actually, believe it or not, 4 years ago. And this was shared with us. I think it was spotted over California, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look. If you sent this in, let me know. I would love to give you credit for it. You did a great job. And that's a great observation and an excellent picture. That is a perfect triangle, high in the sky, kind of blended in with the clouds. So that was a very keen observation on their part. But again, this was from California around 4 years ago. So great observation, guys. Don't forget to check out the Mount Etna smoke circles. You can see them over here at the Facebook page. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I know a lot of you don't use Facebook. I try to use most of them to accommodate everybody because some do, some don't. They're here at the Facebook page under posts. You can see the video of the smoke rings from Mount Etna right over here under visitor post. And I want to thank you guys for sharing all that you do. I look forward to it every day. So keep them coming. I do greatly appreciate it. And I will get through all the emails eventually. Just been getting a lot lately, so to get through them efficiently and take the time to look at what you guys share with me, it's a slow process. So I will get to them eventually, and you can find a lot of new pictures already here at the Sky Phenomenon Photo Gallery at the website, MrMBB333.com. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a super day, and be safe out there.